Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Wargaming Terrain. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is a Let's Build video. What a Let's Build video is about, I take a model kit and I show you how to put it together. Now the reasons for this are as follows. If you have dyslexia or struggle with instructions, this is a visual aid for you. If you've got a model kit, you've looked at the sprues and gone, oh, that's a bit too much, again, this is a visual aid. If you're interested in a new army but you're not sure, this is what you have a look at and say, okay, yeah, that's quite straightforward to build. Or if there's any points of concern on the sprue, like any parts that are numbered the wrong way round, or when you're taking something off the sprue, you need to be careful of this or be careful of that, or when you're cleaning it, be careful of it. Again, I'll let you guys know. So if I make any mistakes, you can see how easy it is to make the mistake and you can avoid that mistake. So for all my regulars here, guys, I feel love, thank you very much. I'll see you in a second. Now, I built the Autark yesterday. Now the plan was to do 40k stuff, something from 40k, then into Mile Cross Protocol, back to 40k, and keep going without knocking the camera, keep going backwards and forwards. But next week there is a battle report that's coming up. Now there's already one of two armies that I could use, or one of three armies actually, sorry. But I want to try and add a few more bits and pieces here and there to each of those armies over the next 3 or 4 days. So I've got more options, so I could actually take this army or that army. So with that said, today I'm going to be building a unit of Chaos Terminators. So as always, the tools that we're going to need, let's go that way first. Tools that we're going to need: mold line scraper. You can use a hobby knife or a surgical blade or something like that. It's a very useful piece of kit. Sanding sponge. You can get this from a hardware shop. I think I got mine from a pound shop or a euro shop, sorry. It's basically sponge with sandpaper either side. So if I need to get into little nitty gritty bits, I can without having to try and get the blade into it. The most important part of our arsenal is a clippers. It's a plastic kit, so I have plastic glue, and I do have super glue at hand just in case. So as always, the first things that we do is we look at the sprue. So identify what we can identify to make life easier for ourselves. So already we can see, look, there's bodies, legs. So by the looks of it, one leg will go into a body. One leg will go into a body, and then there'll be a front of a leg that goes into the other, or the back of the leg that goes into the other piece of leg to make that sort of thing up. Shoulder pads, some amazing arms here with weapons. There's all the heads, absolutely fantastic. Combat weapons looks like. And the other sprue. We have pretty much the same sort of stuff. Bodies, trophy wrecks, which are very important for Chaos Space Marines. We bought a heavy rebuilt auto cannon, I believe that is. It's absolutely fantastic. There's a heavy flamer. That's good. Now I believe in a squad of 5, one of them can have a rebuilt auto cannon or a heavy flamer. I believe that's what it is. So you don't have to panic about both of those. You just choose one of them. That's it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish setting up the instructions and have a look and identify what the first pieces are, and we're going to go from there. Right, so you can see I've got the bases out ready, because you glue the bodies together and the legs, and then you put the base to put them straight into the bases, which is absolutely fantastic. So the first pieces we need is number 1, this one here, and number 2. They're located on the sprue that has all the heads on it. Okay, so they're the only 2 body parts that are on the sprue. I believe this is the sergeant of the unit. This is what they usually start with first of all. So I'm going to snip these 2 off and then show you how they go together. And here's how straightforward this guy is. Just goes in like that. Very straightforward. Now obviously when I put it in, there's going to be a little join line, see along this foot there. So when I put the plastic glue in there, I'll just run a little bit excess of the what comes out nozzle along there to seal that up. So I'm going to glue that guy together. Before I do that, number 3 is the one we need next, which is this leg right here. Okay, so his body came off there. This is the leg that we need next, number 3. So I'm going to snip that one off as well. And that's very straightforward. That's going to glue in there. Let's give him his leg coming down. So I'm going to clip that off, clean that, glue that together, and then glue him into there. If I go to put this in to dry fit, and then I go, actually I need to show you this because it's not that straightforward, then I'll show you. But from what I can see, it's very, very straightforward. Right, with that leg, as I was going to dry fit it, it just slots into one spot. It just literally slots itself in. It's so simple. The next step is to glue into the base. So that's what I've done. So the next pieces that we need are going to be on this sprue, because this is where all of the ones are. Bear with me 1 second. I see the number is already. Oh, that's very good. That's very, very good. So this is the next guy we need. Okay, number 14 and 15. The next guy after that is over here, 29 and 30. Yeah. Then it's 46 and 47. And then it's these 2 pieces. So that's actually very well done. So the sergeant's on the other sprue, but these guys are, there's one, there's a second one, there's the next one, there's the next one. Very, very straightforward. So I'm going to snip these 2 bits off. And I need leg number 16, which is unfortunately back on this one. So it's this one here with a fur on it. Okay, so I'm going to snip those 3 bits off, clean them down, glue them together. This is going to go in the same way. If there's anything different, I'll come back and show you. Right, so the second guy done, nice and easy. So as I said, next 2 pieces you need are 29 and 30, which are in this corner here, yeah, just above the recoil cannon. And then you need number 31, which is this leg here. So that's where the sergeant's body was. This is the first leg here to take off for this guy. Okay, so I'm going to again snip these down, clean them up, and put them together. If there's anything different or anything that needs your attention, I'll show you, but because I can foresee it being very, very straightforward and simple like the other 2. Right, so very, very straightforward. That leg that goes in the side there, it literally just fits itself in. As soon as you just put it there, dry fit, move it back, boom, that goes in. Lovely. So this is the next 2 pieces. Okay, so that's the 2 pieces we just took just above the oil cannon. These 2 above the heavy flamer. Okay, those 2 pieces. I believe number 48, yeah, this piece then. Okay, so I'm going to clean those 2 off, snip them down, 3 bits, clean them down, snip them down, glue them together onto the base, and come back to you for the last piece. Right, so that's the last piece. It's the last 2 body parts, and the last leg. Now I'll tell you what, if you're building this whilst you're watching this video, you're probably already on to the next guy, because they're that straightforward. Very, very easy. There's no issues with the body, the front, the back, or the leg going in together. Absolutely perfect. They're going absolutely perfect. I'm very impressed with this kit so far. So anyway, I'm going to take these 3 pieces off, the last 2 body parts and the leg, clean them down, glue them together, whack them on the base, and what I'm going to do then when he's on the base, I'm not going to do nothing else to them for the minute. I'm going to leave them for an hour or so. The reason why is, now they're on their base, it's all arms and stuff like that to go on heads and all that business. I don't want to be trying to do that and they're still not cured on the base properly and they start coming off the base. I'd rather just wait for them an hour or 2 is not gonna harm anything. So clean these bits off, glue them to the base, leave them for an hour or 2, and I'll come back and start sorting that out. So the next bits to do on the sergeant is his weapon arms. Now the options here are absolutely crazy. So you can have the chain axe, He can have the sword, he can have the chain fist, he can have a power fist. I'm going to give him the sword. And then his other side is a gun. Which number are we? The gun arm is 44. So there's his gun arm. Yeah. There's a sword, there's the gun arm. Where are we going? So with the gun, you can see there's only one half of it there. He can have the Stormbolter, the other bolter side that makes it a Stormbolter. He can have, where are we? 74, 75 and 76, which are these guys here. 74, 75, 76. One looks like a plasma, flamer. Oh, sorry, no, they're both 75. There's 76 there. So I think one's a plasma, one's a metal gun, and one's a flamer. So anyway, I'm going to cut this arm off, and the bolt gun, because I'm going to give him a Stormbolter, and the sword. And I'm going to show you how they go on, and then after I've cleaned them. Right, this is how easy the bolt goes on. Just like that. Just like that. Very simple, very easy. And what I do is, because there's a little join, just run along there. Make sure there's no little bit of join in between. And then this arm just goes on there. Then you can put it in that position, you can put it in the downward position, doesn't matter what position you put it in. You can, the instructions are going to tell you to it one way, but you can do whatever way you want. Again, the sword arm goes on the other side. Yeah, you can have it either way you want. Bear in mind, actually, you can't with this one. Look, focus in. There's a little round circle thing with a little line on top. And that's the same what that has. It has to go in a certain way, this one. No, wait, so does this guy. He has the same thing. But you can get away more with that one. But anyway, so I'm going to glue those on, and then come back to you for the next part for the sergeant. Right, so we need 2 shoulder pads, his head, and his trophy rack, and then he is done. So I'm looking at the instructions, and it's supposed to be number 34 and number 39. Okay, well there's 39, right there. That's 38. That's 37. So I looked at them all, and not one of them is 34. But essentially there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Terminators. So I don't know what. It's another mistake that I've seen, you know, with the numbering of the sprue, but it looks like a plain burner, a plain shoulder pad. So I think it's meant to be this one. They've just marked this one up as number 37, and it's wrong. So anyway, I'm going to snip these 2 off. Keep it very simple. Clean them down, and put them on the shoulder pads. Now the shoulder pads go straight on there. It's very, very easy. I don't need to show you that one. The head. Now I don't think it matters what head goes on there, because some of these heads are absolutely amazing. I love that one. It's like a big beetle manda things. Oh, I drop in the sprue. I love this one as well. It's like big tusks. I think they're all fantastic. But what number is the head? 40. Let me see. Of course his head's not with them ones. Let's have a look on here. There's his head. So you can either go with him on his own, or just go with one of these heads. I'm actually going to go with his proper head, just to be safe. Don't think there's an issue with it. There's a little square in there for it to sit into. Anyway, so I'm going to go with his normal head. And then what else I need? 2 backpacks, his head, just one here. Then he has 2 trophy racks, which are 35 and 36. Hopefully these are labelled up right, because I don't. Well, there's 35, yep, and there's 36. Okay, now with these ones, they have horns at the front. Okay, so that's the front part. Anyway, I'm going to snip them all off, clean them down, and just whack them on, because it's very. I might show you where the trophy racks go, but the rest of it is self-explanatory. This is how easy the shoulder pads go on. A bit glue in there. Literally just sits over the top like that. Push it into place. Nice and easy. Very, very simple, very straightforward. His head goes in there, so I'm going to clean that down, glue that in, and I'm going to come back and show you how the trophies go on. Right, so these horns, these trophy racks, they have horns at the front. So basically, this sits in here. Sits in here like this. Yeah? The other one sits the other side. So I'm going to glue them on. I think I might have to glue them in first before I put the shoulder pads on, I think. But the instructions doesn't say that, which is a pain in the ass. But anyway, I'm going to glue those on and come back to you then for the next guy. Right, the next guy. I don't think it really matters what way you do this, but I'm just being cautious by doing it what is so many instructions. Now, bear in mind also, some of these weapons, like this axe, is for the left side of the body, okay? But then the chain axe and the power mole are for the right hand side of the body. Okay, and there's arms that are for guns for left hand side and ones that are for right hand side. So anyway, this guy can have the chain axe, the power mole. He can have the power fist, which is 66 here, and 67, which is a little bit that goes inside the power fist. There is. So you can have that power fist with that in there if you want to. The gun arms he has is 56, 68, which this is 68 here. There's 56 underneath the chain axe. And the other one is 44. I think I put 44 on the main guy, so that's why I can't find it. Yeah, it's gone. So it's on the main guy. So I'm going to decide what I'm going to put on him. I might actually go for the power fist. Yeah, which is 66 here. That's 67. Now the way that goes in, it's very self-explanatory. That bit goes into there, and it gives you a closed fist. Yeah, as you can see the fist there. So I'm going to glue that in. Obviously, take my glue down. Glue that in. Glue that on, and then get his bolter arm on him. And I'll come back to you then. Right, so the next guy, I've lost track of which guy it's meant to be honest with you. I think they are meant to be a certain way because they have that little thing on the shoulder, but because this is mostly a smooth connection, and because they're getting shoulder pads over the top, I don't think it matters what one goes on what, in all honesty. So I'm going to go with am I lost here? No, I'm not lost here. I'm going to go with 23, which is this one here. Okay. Like I said, some of these arms are for the left side, some are for the right side, and the same with the close combat weapons. So I'm going to go with this one, get a bolt bit onto it, and then I'm going to take the power fist, I think, give him a power fist as well, which is going to be 9 and 10, which is a loss to me at the moment. I can't even see them. There's number 9. Number 10 is the finger pointing. There's so much bits on this kit. Is it even on this one? It's on this one. There is. No, that's number 42. There's number 10. There's number 10. Next to the flame, heavy flamer. So I'm going to snip those bits off, glue them on, because you can see with this guy, I haven't put his shoulder pads on yet, because it hasn't told me that, and I know with the rest of the guys now, it's any trophy rack, any head, any shoulder pads. So I'm just going to show you what weapons arm goes on, and then from there we're going to just do whatever I want on it. See you in a second, guys. Right, the next dude could be armed with lightning claws. I think they're called power claws, I think they're on the Chaos Army. I'm not going to do those because I'm going to keep those for something else. So it's basically what I need for the one guy is the Reaper autocannon. Yeah, that's for the heavy in the unit. There is a little barrel that goes with that as well, which is just number 73, and that just slots in there. Okay, then I'm going to give him probably the axe, just to make it very simple. That's for the Reaper also guy. And then the last guy, I need to look at them. I'm going to give him probably this one, which is 56 and 54. 54 is the power mole, 56 is the weapon for the other side. Of course, then I have to choose what bottle part to go into it and all that business, but we're going to take care of those and then come back to you for the final stages. Right, so I'm actually going to stop the video there. I think if I carry on, I'm just adding time to the video that it doesn't need, because these are so simple. They're not nurgling simple, but they are very simple. The only thing is when you look at the sprue, first of all, you go, holy shit, there's a lot of parts there, but they are very, very simple to go together. Now, I haven't even glued this guy's arms on yet. Let me show you the next thing to do. Any trophy rack, yeah, one goes either side. I don't need to show you that. I've already done showing you him. So just, you know, that's where I'm thinking there's no point showing that. Any head goes on any of them. Any head, and there are some amazing heads there. Now, after that, this is the razor part. Any backpack goes, any shoulder pad, sorry, goes on. So any combination of these shoulder pads go onto the model. But I would, when I did the Sergeant, I put the shoulder pads on first. Don't do that. Put the trophy racks on first. Okay, you give yourself more to mess around with. But I'm going to leave them now because it's getting late. I'm getting feeling starts to rough again. And I think if I carry on showing you, this is a waste of your time. So tomorrow morning when I get up, heads, trophy racks, shoulders. This one have arms as well, and then that'll be ready for Wednesday's vote. Absolutely fantastic. I'm very pleased with how easy and simple these guys are, and how menacing they actually look. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. If you have any comments or anything, chuck it below. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. It costs you absolutely nothing, but helps the channel out in a massive, massive way. And turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything. Because I don't just do Let's Build videos. I do painting videos, weekly Wednesday. There is terrain videos from time to time. Obviously, the workshop's still a bum site, so hopefully I'll be getting back onto them soon. So guys, for everyone else, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'll show you some pretty pictures now, but take it easy, guys.